Hello. Good morning, dear students. How are you all? This video lesson module number 6 on acids, bases and salts brought to you by Vignan Global Gen Schools, Hyderabad. Myself, Venkat Reddy Peram, teaching faculty. My dear students, in the previous module, we have learnt about how strong or weak the acidic or basic solutions. That means indirectly pH scale and how to draw the pH scale, what is meant by universal indicator solution, what colors do they develop in the presence of acids, bases and neutral substances. Okay, and today let us learn more information about the applications of pH in our day-to-day life. What is the topic meant for today? My dear children, applications of pH in our day-to-day life. So, what are the advantages and what is the significance of this pH in our day-to-day life? What is the role played by pH in our day-to-day life? So, without delaying the session, let me start today's topic. What is that? Applications of pH. What is that, my dear students? Applications of pH in our daily life. Yes. So what are the various applications of pH in our daily life? So this is the topic meant for today. So concentrate properly, because this is also very, very important topic for board point of view. So stay tuned your eyes here. Okay. Now, once again, let me recapitulate what is pH. P stands for potenge. P stands for potenge. That means power. And H stands for hydrogen ion concentration. So, pH measure the concentration of H plus aqueous ion solution, concentration of H plus aqueous ions in the solution. So, this is the significance of pH. For that, there is a scale devised by the scientist Sorensen. We already learnt about that information in the previous module. Now today, what are the various applications of this pH in our day-to-day life? That means indirectly, what is the role of this pH in our day-to-day life? Now I am going to explain first one. Are plants and animals pH sensitive? Yes, let me write here. What is the first application? Are plants and animals pH sensitive? pH sensitive? Yes, definitely the answer is yes. Plants and animals are pH sensitive. In what way you are going to prove this? With the help of our known pH concept. Our body works well. Our body works well within the narrow pH range. Within the narrow pH range of 7.0 to 7.8. Okay. So our body works well within the narrow pH range of 7.0 to 7.8. So this is the very, very important point. All living organisms survive in certain pH range. All living organisms survive in certain pH ranges. Okay? And do you know, if the pH of the rainwater, now let me take rainwater. Rainwater pH. If the pH of the rainwater is below 5.6, if the pH of the rainwater is below 5.6, that rainwater is called acid rain. So acid rain is nothing but rainwater only. But the pH of that rainwater must be below 5.6. Then only it is considered as acid rain. And this acid rain is formed due to dissolution of many acidic gases in rainwater, like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, released from the exhausted fumes of the automobiles and factories, mix up with rainwater and form as acid rain, whose pH value is below 5.6. And if too much acid rain flows into the river water, then what is your observation? So if too much amount of acid rain flows into the river water, it deliberately decreases the pH of the river water. pH of the river water decreases. And whenever pH of the river water decreases, acidic nature of the river water increases. Yes, actually river water is meant for fresh. But if too much acid rain flows into the river water, it deliberately decreases the pH of the river water, so that acidic character increases, and survival of aquatic life seems to be very difficult. So this is about first important application. Our plants and animals are pH sensitive. Okay, so our body works within the narrow pH range of 7.0 to 7.8. All living organisms works within the narrow pH range. And now coming to second one. What is the second application of this pH? Yes, in our day-to-day life. So what is the pH of the soil in your backyard? What is the second application? What is the pH of the soil in your backyard? Yes. So what is the pH of the soil in your backyard? You know, my dear students, for the healthy growth of the plants, you need specific pH range. For the healthy growth of the plants, you require specific pH range. For suppose, if the soil is too much acidic, for suppose the soil present in your backyard is too much acidic, then what you will do? Then what you will do means we have to add some basic substances to this soil, or we can distribute some basic materials like calcium oxide or calcium carbonate. We will distribute in this solid soil, acidic soil. And why we are considering only basic substances like calcium oxide and calcium carbonate? Why we are considering these two substances? Because these are basic in nature. If the soil is too much acidic, they can neutralize the acidic character of the salt. Because base plus acid nullified each other's effect. We already learned from the previous module. So they can cancel each other effect and soil turns into again neutral, which is very important for the growth of the healthy growth of the plant. So if the soil is acidic, we are distributing basic materials like calcium oxide or calcium carbonate. Then these two materials neutralize the excess amount of acid present in the soil, so that helping in the healthy growth of the plants. For suppose if the soil is basic, then you have to distribute acidic material in order to get neutral character. Now our agriculture officers are doing this work time to time. For every division there is an agriculture office. So in that office separate laboratories are there meant for soil testing. Now coming to third important application. What is the third important application? pH in our digestive system. Yes, what is that? pH in our digestive system. So in our digestive system, in what way pH helps? Yes, what is the role played by pH in our digestive system? In what way you can explain this topic? You know, my dear student, one of the very important fact about our digestive system. Yes, one of the very important fact. Yes, one of the fact about our digestive system. What is that? Our stomach produces hydrochloric acid. One of the amazing fact about our stomach is our stomach produces concentrated pH 1.4 hydrochloric acid. And what is the role played by this hydrochloric acid in our digestion? Yes, this hydrochloric acid helps in digestion of food. That means complex molecules. For suppose, if you eat too much, due to overeating, the amount of acid produced in the stomach is excess more than required. So if too much acid is produced in our stomach due to overeating, then it calls for hyperacidity. That means we are suffering from acidity. So acidity is nothing but formation of too much acid in our stomach due to overeating. Then at the time of hyperacidity, one can suffer with some pain, irritation like that in our stomach, discomfort. Now at that time, one can suggest mild bases like antacids. Then how to get rid of this pain? By using mild bases like antacids. Then what are antacids? Anti-acidity. These are the substances which are basic in nature and neutralize the excess amount of acid produced in the stomach and get rid of that pain. So antacids are nothing but mild bases. Now coming to this point, our digestive system, that means our stomach produces hydrochloric acid whose pH is equal to 1.4 approximately, and this helps in digestion of food. What is the role played by this one? Digestion of food. But due to overeating, you will get acidity. Due to overeating, acidity. Now this acidity causes some pain and irritation. How to reduce? How to get rid of this pain? Reduce this pain by using antacids. Antacid. What is antacid? Antacids like milk of magnesia, magnesium hydroxide, or baking soda solution. Baking soda, that means sodium bicarbonate. Baking soda solution is the best antacids. That means common antacids are two. What are they? Milk of magnesia, that means magnesium hydroxide, and baking soda solution. Then what is the role played by these antacids? These antacids neutralize the excess amount of acid produced in the stomach and get rid of that pain. Okay. And now coming to fourth important application. What is that? pH change. pH change pH change is the cause, CAUSE, cause of tooth decay. pH change is the cause of tooth decay. So what is the role played by this pH in our mouth? You know, my dear student, so one of the amazing fact about mouth, yes. Now, the pH of the mouth is below 5.5. If the pH of the mouth is below 5.5, then tooth decay will start. Why like that? Because at the time of tooth decay, generally teeth is made up of tooth enamel. Our teeth, white in color, no? That teeth is made up of tooth enamel. What is the formula of tooth enamel? That tooth enamel is mainly because of calcium phosphate. Calcium phosphate. So tooth enamel is made up of calcium phosphate, one of the strongest material in our body. So our teeth is made up of tooth enamel, which consisting of calcium phosphate, one of the strongest material. But how this strongest material undergo corrosion or undergo tooth decay? This calcium phosphate material, tooth enamel, does not dissolve in water, but undergo decay in the presence of acid and dissolves in acid. But is there any possibility for the production of acid in our stomach? Yes. In our mouth, some type of bacteria is present, that is called lactobacillus, which influence sugary food particles present in the cavities of the teeth and produces lactic acid. And lactic acid influence tooth enamel, undergo corrosion, and finally start tooth decay. Yes. So because calcium phosphate is able to dissolve in that lactic acid produced by the bacteria present in our mouth. Then how to get rid of this tooth decay? Yes, you are correct. One of the best remedy for this tooth decay is using toothpaste. Proper brushing every day, at least 2 times. Morning one, and before going to bed at night also one more time. Then in what way toothpaste helpful for this remedy, as a remedy? Because toothpaste is basic in nature. It is mild base. And this neutralizes excess amount of acid produced in our mouth and get rid of that pain and irritation. Not only that, and this is one of the best remedy for tooth decay. So brush properly with enough toothpaste because it is basic in nature and helpful in this tooth decay. Okay, now my dear students, so the acid produced in the mouth is lactic acid due to certain type of bacteria which influences tooth enamel called calcium phosphate. So one of the best remedy for tooth decay is toothpaste, brushing our teeth properly every day. Next, coming to 5th one, self-defense by plants and animals. Through chemical warfare. Yes. So in what way pH plays a prominent role in case of plants and animals through chemical warfare? My dear students, have you ever stung by honeybee? Have you ever experienced that pain? Yes. Now, whenever bee stings you, it will inject methanoic acid into your skin. Or whenever bee sting or ant stings you, then it injects methanoic acid, causing some irritation and pain. Yes. Then what is the suitable remedy for that? Very simple. Cover the stung area by basic solution, mild basic solution. That means sodium bicarbonate. Yes. And in our nature, one type of plant grows. What is that? Nettle. Nettle plant. Actually, nettle plant is a herbaceous plant consisting of stinging hair. If you once observe the leaves of the nettle plant, which consisting of stinging hair, cause painful stings. Whenever accidental, if you touch that nettle plant, that stinging hair causes painful stings because it secretes methanoic acid. It injects methanoic acid into the person's skin. One can get irritation and pain. Then what is the suitable remedy? Yes. So beside this nettle plant, one more plant is often growing in the wild forest. What is that? Dock plant. What is that plant called, my dear? Dock plant. And cover the stung area by dock plant. And this is the traditional remedy for the nettle leaf stings. So bee sting injects methanoic acid. Ant sting inject methanoic acid, and even nettle leaf stings also inject methanoic acid into the person's skin. And this is called self-defense by plants and animals through chemical warfare. Because plants are unable to talk and plants are unable to respond. If you beat the plant, they are unable to respond. And it doesn't mean that plants are also taking the stick and beating us. No. If you want to beat the plant means plants unable to respond. But that plant consisting of stinging hair that cause painful stings whenever you touch us accidentally. In that way, God creation. This is about the wonderful creation of the God, and these stinging hair is one of the what is the defensive mechanism for these plants. So these are the very important 5 applications of today's our what is that module, applications of pH in our day-to-day life. So before going to conclude this class, let me recapitulate this one by taking 1 to 2 minutes, my dear students. Please all of you concentrate. Now we can explain the applications in our day-to-day life pH with the help of 5 important applications. The first one, are plants and animals pH sensitive? Our body works well within the narrow range of 7.0 to 7.8. All living beings are sensitive towards pH change. And if the pH of the rainwater is below 5.6, that is called acid rain. If too much acid rain flows into the river water, it decreases the pH of the river water and survival of the aquatic life seems to be very difficult. And what is the pH of soil in your backyard? And each and every soil, for the healthy growth of the plant, there is a specific pH range for the soil. If the soil is too acidic, we have to distribute basic materials like calcium oxide and calcium carbonate. Now pH in our digestive system. Our digestive system produces hydrochloric acid, which is very strong, but it does not cause any harm. It is generally helpful in the digestion of the food. But due to overeating, much more amount of acid is produced than required, then it causes some pain and irritation in the stomach. How to get rid of this pain? By using mild basic substances called antacids. So what is the role played by antacid? These are the mild bases which neutralize the excess amount of acid produced in the stomach and get rid of the pain. And next, pH change is the cause of tooth decay. Our tooth is made up of tooth enamel, which is called calcium phosphate. But due to the production of lactic acid in the mouth, tooth decay will start. If the pH of the mouth is below 5.5, then tooth decay will start. Then this is due to the bacteria present in the mouth. And what is the remedy for this? Brushing our teeth properly with the help of toothpaste, which is mild basic in nature and which can neutralize the excess amount of acid produced in the mouth and get rid of that effect. And what is the last one? Self-defense by plants and animals through chemical warfare. So bee sting, ant sting, nettle sting inject methanoic acid into the person's skin, which cause pain and irritation. Cover the stung area by basic solution like sodium carbonate solution or dock plant to get rid of that pain. So that's all for today's information, module information. Hope every student would understood this one. Thank you very much. And tomorrow we shall discuss about what about salts? More information about salts. Till then, my dear students, have a nice day. Thank you.